in our products, between 30 and 50% of the cost of the final cost of the product to the consumer is accounted for by transport and logistics, depending on which country you're in. So having this dialogue where you have the transport and logistics community, as well as the policy makers and the government, to be able to discuss what are the challenges. This is a wonderful forum, because then those challenges are actually real challenges and they will be able to be implemented, because once we streamline the transport and logistics services, then we are able to reduce the costs and facilitate trade within COMESA.
We are looking now how, as Africa, we can trade between ourselves, how we can improve the market, how we can reduce the cost of doing business, and also to remove the barriers. They are physical, but they are also non-physical, and all these not tariff barriers.
Along the corridor, on the Kenyan part, 22 locations have been identified, and we are going to partner with various stakeholders to develop them. They start from Mombasa to Malaba through Eldoret, and from Total through Kericho, Kisumu to Busia. Specific locations have already been identified, and we are fine-tuning plans to start rolling out development of these facilities.
If we need to transform this region, we need to start to think how to transform ourselves in a corridor like the one we are using, to transform it in an economic development corridor. We are no longer look at just to facilitate the movement of goods along the corridor, but how we interlink this route as corridor with the rest of the region. And we can do it if the logistic industry, the transport industry, as well as manufacturer and traders are linked.
We also need to look at the issue of competitiveness holistically, as was indicated, not with respect to transport alone, but the entire ecosystem. It's important that we understand that, because at times we focus on one segment of that.
If you look how it is happening really in Kenya, just at the Way Bridge, it becomes smart to cross the Way Bridge. You are just, the truck is talking with the sensor on the road, and it crosses. You don't need to stop or to interact, because all this interaction are creating inefficiency along the corridor, are creating issue related to integrity, and are reducing the corruption in the region. We last year in Kenya, I think you followed, the head of state launched the electronic single window. All the players, they must integrate within one window in order to streamline, in order to fast track and expedite the movement and the clearance of goods within the port and along the corridor.
Smart corridors are key to trade facilitation, in that you can create a virtual, corridor whereby you don't have to have intermediate documentation, etc., because you interconnect the customs, the immigration officials. In fact, we are working on the second phase of our COMESA virtual trade facilitation system, which can enable even the driver, once they are cleared and you have the exchange of information at different border posts, for them to have a smart card. When they get to the border post, use that smart card and you get clearance and you are gone.